Hey guys, Ridiculous Badger coming at you. I selected this Insert Coins into Mega Slots quest because we're in the middle of a slots event, so I'm not afraid of this thing. But if you are, well, you could just select the one. If you're pressed for time, you get 1 slots for free. That's another great way to give some points to your guild, even if you're pressed for time. Don't use the free coin when you log in for the day. Wait. When you select your first Mega Slots quest, then use the coin. Not only that, but your first few slot spins are a lot cheaper than the subsequent ones. This is already the second time I selected it, though, because we are in the middle of a slots event for 2 reasons. Number 1, we've got gear, and they powered up the gold. So I need this stuff. Right now I'm sitting at 27930 gold. 27939 gold. Alright, wrote that down. And I gotta spin it 20 times and hopefully I don't lose track. Ready? Here we go. Two. 3. Now, one thing I notice about slots, and this is just a thing I notice, I don't know if it's real or not, or just my perception of it, but it seems that, like, right after server reset, I get higher drop rates on slots. I don't know, it could just be me, like, having stayed up till 4 in the morning. I'm not really processing events clearly. However, I've always noticed if I do my slots in the morning, I seem to be happier with the outcome. And I wouldn't put it past the devs at all to make the payout more when less people are using the module. The reason for that being every time you get a 1,000 gold, it announces it in World Chat. So if I designed the game, I would make it that if the fewer people using the module, the higher the payout, which would increase the higher the drop rate on the 1,000 gold, which would increase the amount of times it announces in chat, like, hey, people are winning stuff, don't you want to win stuff? But that could just be my perception of it. In general, what you find whenever you have an event where there's increased rewards in the slots, I find that the higher amount of gold in there actually ends up mitigating the cost. But in order to make that work, you have to do it over a very large sample of slot spins. And Melt has done a video on Mega Slots, so that's great. That's not what this is at all. But what I did want to illustrate is that here we go. It's not that bad because I got resources. I got a bunch of crystals. I think I got 1 or 2 of these coins. I got some mags. I got a bunch of melange because I had over the 1,000 mark, and I got my nuclear materials. And instead of it costing 6,000 gold for me, it ended up costing me about 4,500, and I've just as easily had points where I've gotten by completely even or even up. So it doesn't cost a ton. Now I've also got my 24-hour speed up. So a 24-hour speed up is of course worth something. Let's break out the calculator, and I believe it's times, I think it's 120 gold per hour. So that in and of itself is worth 2,880 gold. So I started out with 279,390 minus the 280, the 2,880 gold. got? 274460. So that ended up costing me 2,050 gold. Yeah, 2,050 gold, which is notwithstanding any of the items that I got except for the speed up. So, in my book, worth it. But if you don't really spend a lot of gold, maybe not worth it. But now at least you know. And that's it for this one.